Good morning. This is Numerologist Uttam K Dave, and today I'm going to discuss the number 2, the psychic number 2. All those people who are born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of any month fall under psychic number 2. So let's begin with the positive aspects of psychic number 2. The positive aspect of psychic number 2 is cooperative. And when I talk about cooperation, the first name which comes to my mind is late Mahatma Gandhi ji. You can see the kind of cooperation he gave to people of India, gave to the world, and so many other things which, of course, it's endless. So that is, he actually symbolized cooperation. The second quality is being very diplomatic. Now, if you see number 2 people born either on the 2nd or the 11th, 20th or the 29th. I personally know few people who were born on the 11th, and I know they were very diplomatic, but of course sometimes you do have to be diplomatic to live in this world. The third is that they are very emotional, and I can vouch for that because I have a friend whose wife is very emotional. She has been taking care a lot of her friends who tested COVID positive, and well, this quality actually kind of rules her life. The fourth is that they are filled with kindness and love, and yes, I would say that I do know many people who are filled with kindness and love. The next is sensitivity. Yes, these people may appear very strong-headed, but actually they are very kind. I do know people who are born again on the 2nd who are very kind. And then they have this quality of consideration. Yes, they do have a lot of consideration. I personally know one example of a man who had personally met Shah Rukh Khan ji and had requested a certain garment which he was wearing, and Shah Rukh Khan ji had apparently taken off that jacket and given it to somebody because he had requested that garment from him. So that was his consideration. I'm sorry. They love poetry and music. Yes, they do, and they are receptive and charming. So, if you see these qualities, take the examples. Qualities like when we talk about qualities like poetry and music. Of course, who better than Amitabh Bachchan ji? Or when you take the case of being charming, that would be Shah Rukh Khan. And even when you take qualities like being gentle and things like that, again Amitabh Bachchan ji would come to our minds. So these are some of the positive qualities of people who have psychic number 2. Now let's go on to the negative qualities of psychic number 2. So if you have a psychic number 2, these are some of the things to watch out for. The first is easily hurt. Well, we are all emotional and we do get hurt, but number 2 people generally get easily hurt for things which other psychic numbers may not consider so deeply. So that is a tendency you need to work on. The second is that they are imitative to a certain extent, so try to be original. They are impressionable, means people can easily fool them. Yes, I do. I have met people, especially who were born on the 20th, that they are very vulnerable because people want for their own gains to tell them something and easily fool them. They are very thoughtless sometimes. Yes, I have seen that. Hypersensitivity. They are very sensitive. So they need to slightly work on their sensitivity. Over dependence. Yes, I have seen people born on the 29th to be very dependent on others, so try to be more independent. They have the habit of crying over spilled milk, but unfortunately once the milk is spilled, there isn't much you can do about it. So try to refrain from the tendency. They're very insecure. Well, let me tell you something. All human beings are blessed with this sense of security. It's just that we do not feel that we are secure enough, but God has given all of us enough security, and you just need to use that inner power in yourself to feel secured. Sometimes they are shy. Yes, I have met many twos who are very shy, so they probably need to be a bit more outgoing. And as a last word, I would just like to say that build on your positive qualities. Um, Watch out for your negative tendencies and try to either minimize them or change them to positive qualities, or do whatever you can to shift from that negative zone to a positive zone. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.